Hey Stampers, it's Gina again. I fell in love with this Painted Love designer series paper. I'm on my second lot as it is, but I got I spotted somebody's card. This is nothing like theirs, but something then jumped into my head. So I can't even really give this lady credit. It's just after seeing hers, I had this idea. So I will tell you the lady's name actually. It's Linda Bedinger, I think. Her card is nowhere near like mine, but after seeing her card, this jumped into my head. So, isn't that beautiful? I have made a tiny little envelope and embossed it with the lovely petals, the falling petals, and then just cut out some love hearts as if they've opened up the envelope after opening their card, and all the love hearts are floating out. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. And then I've put love you, my Valentine inside. I think it's just so adorable. I love this paper. So I'm going to recreate. You could use any of the, sorry it's glaring, you could use any of the design series paper, but I've fallen. I think I'll have to open my new pack just to get this other two sheets of this out. This has been my favourite. The love hearts are just absolutely gorgeous. So for this card you're going to need your base, 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, and we're going to score in the centre. Your designer series paper, which is 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. I am using this gold washi tape from the, I forgot the name. Oh, what's it called now? I'd forgotten. It was in the spring and autumn winter catalogue. Oh, I can't think. I've got to look. Otherwise it'll drive me up the wall. Let's see if I can find my old catalogue. It was in this one. Year to Cheer. Hey, I knew it was going to come to me. There it is. The Year to Cheer Speciality Washi Tape. And I'm using that gold little one there. Just to give a little bit of decoration to the top of the card. Yeah, that's all I did. If I wanted, I might even put one on the bottom. Just to decorate and to add a bit more gold to this beautiful card. And what I did with this heart, I just used the reverse of my hearts on the back, just so it wasn't just too much gold, so I added a little bit of contrast. You're going to need a scrap of gold glimmer paper and some, oh look at that, it looks bitty, and some gold foil sheets. We're using 4 of the love hearts out the Sweet and Sassy, and I'm using the 4 smallest in this shape. And they do go up slightly, they go larger actually, but I'm using the 4 small ones. So we're cutting 1 large, we're cutting all of those in the foil, that one and that one in the gold, that one in the paper, and this one is just for here on its own. So we've got scraps for those. What I did, I made the envelope first. I wanted a little 2 by 2 envelope, but they don't go down that small. I think it's 2 by 3 1/2. So what I did, I just cut my paper down by 4 by 4. So that's what this piece of paper is for. And it's the thin cardstock. You're going to need some glue dots. And yeah, we'll let the good times roll. Oh, and I did that trick with the spoon. The plastic spoon. Look at my ink pad. It's a million times better. It's still a little bit bitty, but none of it now comes up off onto my stamps. You get the back of a plastic spoon and just whoosh it all over, pushing down on those bits. So I think it was clogged up ink because I haven't used it for a while. You just literally push, I don't know if you can see this, push those bits down and it tidies it back up. Oops. And then what I did, I went over and re-inked it and then smoothed it back out with my spoon. And I've got apparently it only happens with the reds, but I've now got a nice smooth rich raspberry. So yeah, it does work, and this will just wash straight off if you do it straight away. So yay, it works. I like to test things out just to be on the safe side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make my little envelope first with the envelope punch board. And I can't remember when I think I took it to 1.5. Or was it 1.25? No, 1.5. I put my first line in. Just punch and score. And then just follow it round. Punch. Score. Whoops. Oh, see, be careful, as you can go slidey slidey. And score. I think that one is a little bit wider than my other one. It doesn't matter about the size of the envelope. Trust me. I should have written it down, shouldn't I? Naughty girl, Gainer. But it still makes the cutest little envelope ever. Just make sure I can get the sides. Yeah, I think that's going to be cool. I will check first on my card and designer series paper. Yeah, it's going to be slightly wider than my other one, but that is just the cutest. I may have done it at 1.25 actually. Let me just cut myself another piece. It's only because I want this card to be exactly the same. And I've got some spare paper here. Card. So it's 4x4. Keep these for little sentiments. That can go in the bin. It takes seconds to make one of these. So I want it more squarish. It says to do it at 2. Let's try that. 2. That's better, I think. Yeah, 2 inches on all 4 sides. That's better. It's a bit more square now. Do you see that? Isn't that cute? Just going to round off the 2 ends. And then we can pop that to one side. Thank you everyone for watching Lola's video. She was so excited, bless her, about making the video on slime. She's been asking about for weeks. So last week they first made their first lot. So I promised that she could make a video. Oh, bless her. She's so sweet. That's better. There's my little envelope. Let me just check that against my other card. Oh, slightly not quite as wide, but it doesn't matter. I am quite happy with that. My love heart will stick out the top. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to add a tiny dot of Fast Fuse there when it wants to come out. I'm so glad I rectified Maria's video, even though I hadn't done anything wrong. It's nice to clear things up. Shame I've lost a few subscribers in the making, but that's the way life goes. We can't have it all roads. Right, now I'm going to fetch my big shot in and do the cutting and the embossing at the same time, whilst I've got the machine out. That's why I wanted to make the envelope. It's not her fault, bless her. She can't control what other people do. So what I did, I grabbed this beautiful little envelope, and I wanted to keep less petals at the top. So I just basically popped it in at an angle. I'm going to face it that way actually. So you've got more down the bottom and less up the top. I always go in with your hinge side first. And because it's going through a little bit extra paper, I'm going to take it there and back. And yes, it does emboss through layers. Look how sweet that little envelope is. Oh my word. Like I'm saying, I will put the link to Linda's video, even though it's nothing like mine. Bless. It just, when I saw it, it just struck me. Hers has love hearts on, but that's the only same thing. So now I'm going to grab my foil. I'm going to pop that first. It looks a bit mucky, but I'm going to wipe that down and get those lines off there. So I just place these on here just so they all fit. And I think Linda's one of my subscribers as well. Bless her little soul. And she watches me and I watch her. It's great. So Linda, if you do manage to see this, darling, I will put a link to your video there, even though it was not the same. I'm a right-handed person, but I always work on the left. How's that? I don't know. And thank you all for your lovely comments about that yesterday as well. I do appreciate it. And you all know me so well, so I trust your judgments. So now I'm going to do the 2 smaller love hearts in this gold glimmer paper. Everything you see me doing today on this video can be purchased in my online shop. Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to use that for something else. And now I just want one of these cut out with the 3rd smallest. Well, first, second, yeah, the 3rd smallest. And you can add any way you want your little pattern on the back to run. Just turn it round. Anyway, that's everything done then now with the big dot. And there's my other little heart, isn't it? I love the Sweet and Sassy set. It's beautiful. And it coordinates with the Heart Happiness that we used last night. So I'm going to put my plates down first. And we've got all our parts now. I'm just loving that. I think it's gorgeous. And I haven't even added a rhinestone yet. Let me get my trimmer. Scoreboard. I am using a thick Whisper White for the base because I think it holds well when it's making cards. So I'm scoring at 4 1/8 because my card is 8 1/4. And I'm just going to, and to keep your card from flapping open, I like to burnish one side twice, flip it over and burnish the second side twice. Leaves your card nice and flat. It's not springing open in your face. Love it. So I'm going to get my washi tape. I do hope it's still available. If not, don't worry. You can use something else. And I'm just going to add right above there. Oops. Please stick down. I did have an email off Maria afterwards saying thank you, and she was satisfied that it was resolved. But like I'm saying, all I can say is great minds do think alike. So we've got a good taste, a pair of us. So I'm going to use my Tombow now. When you go and see Linda's card, it's absolutely gorgeous. But like I say, nothing like mine. But bless her, I do love watching her. She's brilliant. She's got the kindest voice. she calms me right down. She makes me forget about how long the video is on for, and she's just a joy to watch, bless. I'm going to turn this over so I can give it a good rub. And all these cards I'm making now, even the Valentine's one, they were going to make it into the box, but for the cancer research, but they can always hold on to them, because I'm sure they'll have a few, and they can sell them next year. So yeah, aren't these adorable cards? Love them. What I did, because I wanted my envelope to look open, I basically grabbed one of my tiny little dimensionals and I stuck it on the back. It's not much of a lift, but it stops it from being too flat to my card. And then I just added some tear and tape, because I think it's a lot stronger. Look, yeah. To the back of here. A bit too long there. And it doesn't matter if you flat the little back of this, it's just you don't want to be flattening the front. So I'm just going to lift where I know it's not going to come off. Just the backing paper is going to come off. And oops, there goes my pokey tool. I'm running away under my counter. Peel this off as well. And you're going to angle this. You can do it this way. I'm going to do it this side. I'm staying pretty close to the bottom. But look, see now, that envelope, even though it's pinned down, is not all the way coming off the card. It's not flat, if you know what I mean. So here I used a lot of glue dots because I didn't want any glue, like marks like that. I'm just going to take my t-shirt and I'm just going to go over, and it will get rid of any stains. You can use a baby wipe or a dry Swiffer cloth. Yeah, they're brilliant. Had some of them somewhere. I put them down. I can't find them. See there, you get bitty as well off your machines. So just buff them up. Move your t-shirt along. See, they are coming off lovely. This one's got to be clean because this one's going to be standing there all on its lonesome. If worst comes to it and it doesn't come off, I'm going to cut another one. There we go, it's clean. Just take a little cloth and give them a good rub. I know they're going to get covered up, but not round the edges. Perfect. So now I'm going to get my glue dots. I'm just going to, because I think once you start messing around with your Tombow or your fast fuse and you don't get in the right place and you've got to lift it off, it's murder. Murder. Oh, sorry about the glare. I'm just going to pop this. Right in the centre. I cut two wrong sizes. No, that one's going on there. They're gorgeous, and this little one is going on there. relatively quick card as well, really, when you think about it. It's not taking as much time at all. And I cut 2 envelopes and made 2 envelopes as well. So it's amazing once you get a little idea into your head how quickly it can come to life in front of your eyes. So there's my gorgeous 4 little stamps. I'm going to fetch my ink in. And I'm just going to punch the words, love you. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how crisp now. My ink the other day was really bitty. And it's now come clean thanks to the plastic spoon technique. I'm going to make sure it's quite level. Pop that out. You can get a couple more sentiments out of that. And before we go any further, I'm going to stamp that gorgeous Valentine message inside. Isn't that pretty? It's fading, and where I've inked, it's really dark, and then it fades, but it's like an ombre effect. Isn't that beautiful? Love that. And normally, like I say, I don't stamp the inside of cards until I know it's going to, but I know what this one is for, so just going to pop some mini dimensionals on the back of my sentiment. And I think I'd score at 1 3/4. Maybe, yeah, 1 3/4 to get the envelope like the first one. Fingers crossed. Trial and error, trial and error. So pop this to one side now. Now we're going to glue with our Tombow only on the backs, and don't do it all the way up to the top because I want the illusion that they're coming out the envelope and flying out. So do is lift and slide that down till you can't go any further, and press. My second one then, it doesn't matter, this one's going to be quite flat. This one, it's not going this side this time. It's going this side, and it's just going to get tucked under there. And now this one is going this side. Yeah, but feel free, case this card. You know, this is why I do what I do, so people can. Absolutely adorable. And what I did with this little one, because it's coming off the end of my envelope, and it's going this side, so I want to put that there. When I, oh no, I got it in the wrong place. That was good. So I can slide that up, and when it stops, I can pop that there. Oops, look at me trying to put my pokey tool in me glue. So I'm just going to put a dash of glue on this side. I'm getting to the end of my Tombow. I've got new ones, but we don't like getting rid until they're empty. So I want this towards the bottom, so I feel that now, I can just press that into place. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, I love it. There's so much bling going on in this card. It's beautiful. So my love you now is just going to go right there, as if it's pointing to the centre of the heart. Oh my gosh, I love it. You've got them going either way now, your envelopes. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Oops, they're flicking everywhere, these little green dimensional backings. I'm just going to pop all my rubbish in the bin. Would you add rhinestones? Would you add anything else? Let me take that glare off there. I do apologise. Let's have a nose now. Perhaps we could put one here. And here. And one here. Yes, I think that's perfect. I'm going to do the same on this side. Oops. Perfect. I'm done. I think I've created something absolutely beautiful. Oh, I love them. I think they're fabulous. And I'm sure any bloke or woman would love to receive one of these. Aren't they pretty? I love them. Right, thank you for watching. I would really appreciate a thumbs up and a share. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, you're more than welcome. I do post on a daily basis. Keeps my head sane. This is my therapy. So if you want to come and join my therapy group, press the subscribe button and then the little bell straight away, and you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. I will, like I say, pop Linda's link to her video on. She is adorable. I love her to bits. Yeah, just go take a look at her card and you can understand. Well, perhaps you can't. Perhaps it was just a me thing. But you probably, I don't know. Just go and have a look at her card. It's adorable. So, well, thanks for watching. Until next time. Love you all. Bye.